Spain has plunged into what the government calls a crisis of huge proportions, with its jobless rate rising towards a record 1 in 4. Boasting the highest unemployment in all of Europe, the country's deficit and the deteriorating economic situation are only likely to be met with a backlash from angry Spaniards. But as Jacob Greaves reports, the more public frustration grows, the harsher the authorities' response becomes.
Spanish police forcibly arresting a student. His main crime, filming what he interpreted to be police brutality.
The police, as usual, stopped a family of immigrants and began to beat a 19-year-old woman. I took my cell phone and started to film.
It's an action that he paid for.
I was threatened with death, beaten, and locked up in a cell. I was out of touch for 39 hours. I was told I would be sent to prison for 3 years.
Cases of officers allegedly abusing their powers are on the rise. For a long time, such scenes have remained relatively unknown. But now the spate of mass demonstrations gripping Spain are bringing officers' actions to the forefront. This crowd is numbering in the tens of thousands and represents the problems facing authorities because their message and anger isn't going anywhere. If anything, it's increasing, and as it does, so too are the accusations of police brutality. Despite popular anger levelled at austerity, it's only recently that there's been an apparent hardening in the response by police, especially since the new Conservative government took charge late last year. In February, protesters felt the strong arm of the law in Valencia. What started as peaceful demonstration was met with batons, tear gas and rubber bullets.
We cannot allow young men to be hit in the face while handcuffed, because the only thing that's slapped in the face here is democracy.
But even anger within Parliament falls on deaf ears at the top.
The majority of meetings in February were not legal. It means that there is no reason to institute proceedings against any policeman.
But this is no isolated event. Over in Barcelona, after last month's general strike, there were yet more clashes with police. Arrests were made, but very few became public knowledge.
In Spain, there is an obsession to conceal the crime statistic. No one knows it except the government. We always act according to political advice. Based on this, we know whether to be permissive or not.
On the receiving end of public outcry, more and more people are labelling the police as protectors of unpopular policy, with officers increasingly accused of breaking the very laws they're supposed to uphold. Jacob Greaves, RT, Madrid, Spain.